Graph the system, darken the solution. Notice that we have a system of linear inequalities. So let's go and graph the first inequality. We have x is greater or equal to -3. Remember that whenever you have x, it has to cross the x-axis at -3. So 1, 2, 3. And whenever you have x in a number, if you have x, you're going to have a vertical line. If you have y, it's going to be a horizontal line. And the way I remember this is just very happy, very, very happy. So in this case, x in a number is going to be a vertical line going up and down, and it's crossing the x-axis at -3. In this case, it's going to be a solid line because there's an equal sign. So I'm just going to make a solid line. I need to decide it's going to be which side. And I just look at the inequality says x is greater than -3. Where are the values greater than -3? To the right or to the left? In this case, it will be to the right. To the right are the values that are greater than -3. And I'm going to shade that section. Remember to shade lightly, because either we're going to have to erase or just make it darker. Those are the solutions for the first inequality. We are going to graph the second inequality. I'm going to leave the y by itself to place into slope-intercept form. I'm going to move my 3x to the right. It's a negative becomes a positive. I'm going to divide by -2, divide by -2, divide by -2. The 2's cancel, the negatives cancel. And when I divide by a negative number, don't forget that you need to flip the inequality. Positive divided by negative is a negative, 3 over 2x. Positive divided by negative is a negative, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So therefore my y-intercept is -2, and my slope is down 3 and to the right 2. Down 3 and to the right 2. Or I can do the opposite. Up 3 and to the left 2. Up 3 and to the left 2. Up 3 and to the left 2. And in this case, I need to decide if it's going to be solid or dash. There's no equal sign underneath, so therefore we're going to make a dash to indicate that those points that are on the line are not part of this inequality. And I need to decide whether I'm going to shade the low side, which side to shade. Two ways of doing that. You can test the point to see if it's a solution, or you just look at the final inequality. If it's less than, it's going to be the low side. If it's greater than, greater is going to be the top, just like the name says. So in this case, greater than is going to be the top. So therefore, we are shading the top part. I'm going to place up arrows, and I'm going to shade that section. Now notice that both inequalities are going to overlap in this section right here. So I'm just going to make it darker. And those are the solutions. Now, is 0, -2 a solution? So is this point a solution? Now notice that that point is on the dashed line. So therefore this is not a solution. And the reason that we place a dash is to indicate that those points are not solution. Otherwise there will be an equal sign and it will be a solid line to indicate that those points are also part of the solution. But we place a dash to indicate that's not. Why not? Because the point, make sure that you are very specific. 0, -2 is on the dash line, which indicates that those points are not equal or part of the solution. Make sure you have a capital letter and a period.